What is going on, guys? NG2005 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Gundam Bael from the second season of Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. So here's the Gundam Bael, the first ever Gundam frame to be produced, and it actually looks pretty cool. The color scheme goes well together. At first I really don't know what to say about it because it has like specks of yellow here and there, but altogether it actually looks awesome with the color scheme. I do not even mind the vents anymore because the colors go so well together. And the backpack is pretty unique. Although there are some Gundam frames that has sophisticated stuff on the back, this actually has a pair of wings which actually are put to use. So it's kind of useful having a pair of wings that has thrusters and guns in it, so you can minimize the actual bulk. And the head, it doesn't have the traditional Gundam face, but it actually looks pretty cool, simply because it has like those pink eyes again, which at first I think is a bit out of place, but now I've seen the anime and seen it in action, it actually is pretty cool. And all in all, it is a pretty good looking kit. I do not seem to find any seam lines on this kit. Well, first of all, because I panel lined it, but second of all, it is white, so the light will reflect on it. The seam lines can be covered up by the reflected light, so it really doesn't require any like extra touch-up work if you ask me. So for stickers, you have the separate eyes, you have the V-fin, which the stickers cover the child safety pegs. Now I got into a bit of trouble trying to like make it flush when I cut the pegs, but yeah, just a little bit working around and you'll get there. So it doesn't look too bad right now, but I would really recommend painting if you cut off the pegs. The initial Gata horn emblem, the metallic red under here, which shows through as the power buttons, which are actually terrible because it is a bit finicky to put on. So what I did is I really didn't care. I just put on the sticker, covered up the yellow piece with this white piece, and just hoped for the best. And this is what it came up with. And of course, you also have the power button on the actual waist, the black specks on the chest and the knees over here, and then the blue behind, and then the yellow and black in the wings. So not a lot of stickers, they are mostly for detailing purposes, but I would really recommend painting for the V-fin. So that's all the details for the Gundam Bael. And yes, this guy can get a little bit back heavy. So for articulation of this guy, you have the typical double ball jointed head. Be careful of the long V-fin though. And you have the ball jointed arms over here. The shoulders can come up, but then the joint over here, you kind of need to pull it out and raise it, so you have full access to the arm motion over here. And then you have rotation, the bend at the elbow one joint, the ball jointed wrist, which is tight, the bar in the waist, in the torso, swivel waist, separate front skirts, I separated them. The side skirts, back skirts don't move at all. The legs can go forwards and back separate from the waist, except for it being hard to execute. Legs can go forwards, backwards, outwards, pretty far. Rotation at the hip, a double jointed knee, and then the feet can go forwards and backwards, side to side, a really loose joint, and then rotate, and then toe can move up and down. And then the wings are sophisticated. It has a rotation joint over here, it has a joint over here. This white piece can rotate, and then there is a joint of the polycap joint over here at the wing, the actual hinge at the wing itself, the rotation in the polycap, the front skirts fell off, the piece over here that moves, which makes it look ugly, and then the thrusters over here. So all in all, it is a very articulate kit. But then, I am gonna be very anal about the symmetrics of the wings. But, despite the fact, you can really pose with this guy. You can create a lot of poses. So, that's all the articulation for the Gundam Bael. So for accessories, you have the Bael swords with the actual mounting point, which actually has a little bit of articulation. So you have the joint over here, and then the ball joint over here. And this is mounted on by plugging this into the polycap in the back skirt. So here you go, simple enough. And then the swords come out just as easily. So you see these two kind of extended parts. They go into the bars over here, so it's absolutely secure. And then you can just make him wield it in the hand, and it's I have to say it is a bit loose because it has fell off on me a few times. Well, if you experience how bad the Grimgird swords were, if it holds it, this is the same. But then it is pretty good looking, and it's not like the shit gold that you usually get back in the old days. So that's literally all the accessories for the Gundam Bael. First off, for comparisons, we have to compare it to the subordinate, the Helmut Ranker. To be honest, I'm not a fan of bulky suits, so I'll go for the Gundam Bael. Not just because it is a Gundam, for God's sakes. And then the arch nemesis, the Kimura's Vidar. I had to put it airborne because it cannot stand. And then the Lupus Rex. So that's the review of the Gundam Bael. I actually think that this is a kit worth getting. It's just simply because it is unique and it doesn't suffer any bad points that I encountered in the previous Gundam Free reviews. Well, despite it being back heavy, it is actually a pretty good kit. I'm going to be putting this airborne anyway, so that's not a concern. So this is a kit that I would definitely recommend for you guys. Although the build is kind of sophisticated, especially in the wings and stuff, but it's actually a beginner friendly kit. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more gaming videos, model reviews, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to Ultra Prime is a video in pure percentage if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Also, tell me in the comments below what do you think of this guy in the anime and the actual model. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.